All right, welcome to tonight's Committee of the Whole on Tuesday, July 1st at 6:30 p.m. I'll take a roll call.
Finkler.
Here.
Hammer.
Here.
Lawson.
Here.
Meyer.
Here.
Reed.
Here.
Relke.
Here.
Rostad.
Here.
I acknowledge this meeting was posted and noticed according to law.
All right, I'll look for approval of the agenda.
So move.
First by Alder Rostad and a second by Alder Rolke. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. Do we have any public comments?
No one signed up.
All right, new business. Discussion of the council meeting date change for August 5th. It is National Night Out, so we're looking for potentially Monday the 4th or Wednesday the 6th. Does anybody have a preference? Mayor Hammer?
Typically, tourism would meet the first Monday night, but they're not. They moved their meeting to August 11th, so I would prefer the first, or August 4th myself, but I can do either, so.
I'm in Milwaukee. I'm out of the city on the 4th, so I'd prefer the 6th.
I believe Alder Rolke, you're not available on the 4th either, are you?
I will try very hard to be available on the 6th. You'll have to ignore me if I am a mess.
Oh, yeah, that's right. All right. Can anybody besides Alder Rolke not make the 6th work? Because it sounds like the 4th has more conflict. All right, everybody go with the 6th? Moving forward to council? All right. Next, discussion and consideration of quotes received for the community center roof. Matt?
We have a total of 3 quotes received. Great Lakes Roofing is the low quote at $52,500. We've had good luck working with their company. They've done recent work in the city on different projects, as well as they recently finished some storm damage repair work on the roof of this building. And so staff feels comfortable recommending Great Lakes Roofing for this work.
All right. Alder Lawson?
The only question I had in reviewing these was their quote did say disconnection, reconnection of the HVAC is the owner's responsibility. So do we actually have to like get a crane and remove it off the roof while they?
I don't think it's removing from the roof. It's disconnecting it during their work and then reconnecting. So if that is something outside of our scope, we'd work with TAS on having them come in, since they are our HVAC contractor, to do that reconnection work.
Okay.
Alder Rostad?
In the terms and conditions, the third bullet point basically hits on they can't guarantee the quote. Shall they come into something and cost more money? So I guess my concern would be if they do change order after change order after change order, now we're not the low bid anymore.
Well, a change order would have to obviously come back to council and be approved. This is probably their standard terms and conditions, and I'm going to guess they don't anticipate that happening, but it's probably if they do get into something that's a greater scope than what they intended, it allows them to come back and have that discussion.
Okay.
Alder Reed?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel very comfortable with going with the Great Lakes quote. The possible change of price I saw mentioned was if metal changes when they were looking at the gutter. Right now, it sounds like it would just be for small changes, and we've worked with them before, so I'm still pretty comfortable.
And I'll just add that we budgeted 150, so for this to come in at 52.5 is, we don't always see that where the pricing is considerably lower, so kind of have to take our wins when we get them.
Alder Rolke?
I agree with Alder Reed. I'm very comfortable with it, but just to address Alder Ostad's concern, since we have worked with them before, have they come back and said we miscalculated greatly any of the times we worked with them before?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Again, some of their work predates my involvement with the city.
All right, any other discussion? Good moving forward? All right. Next, discussion of recommendation of award for 2025 crack sealing program. Matt?
We received 2 quotes. You'll see the memo from Rupert Milkie. Low bidder is Farner Asphalt Sealers. Farner's does this work throughout the region, has done work for the city previously. The low bid is $27,772.
Alder Lawson?
So they're the low bid for everything, but they're not for just the base. So if we are going to do the mandatory alternate stuff, then they're lower. But if we're not, they're
And
actually higher.
I should have added that Rupert Milkie is recommending that we do both the base bid and the mandatory alternate.
Thank you.
How's it an alternate if it's mandatory? Sorry, Alder Rostad?
Go ahead. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
No, it was a rhetorical question, I think.
I guess just for clarification, I guess it's more for the slurry sealing part of it, but it all plays hand in hand. Like, these aren't Band-Aid fixes, correct? Like, hopefully these are...
No, these are streets that are in the condition that we're buying additional lifespan by doing this work and extending the life of these roads. These aren't streets that are looking at full reconstruction. We're trying to preventatively get out and preserve the life and extend the life of these streets.
Correct, but... Okay. I guess it's more for the next item. I just looked at that quote. I guess my concern is like slurry sealing, we should be doing it to the roads that have been redone already, like 5 years ago, to extend them out. That's my concern. But now that I see the bid there closer, Charles Street's one of them, so that was just redone, so.
And I will share, Jason's acknowledged that we've had some council turnover since the last time he presented how Rupert Milkie evaluates and sets up our street maintenance program. So he is planning, we haven't set a date, whether that's July 15th or one of the August meetings, but he is planning to come and do that presentation to the council and talk about the update of the street replacement program as well, and any changes that have been made since the last time that was visited by the council.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All right, good moving the crack ceiling forward. All right, next, discussion of recommendation of award for the 2025 slurry sealing program.
Same situation here. We had 2 bidders. Struck and Irwin Paving is the recommended low bid at $49,424.10, and this is for slurry seal.
Any discussion? Alder Rostad?
Reviewing quotes, before it has to go back out to bid, isn't there a certain percent where we can make change on our end to save money? It's a 2-part question.
Are you getting into the change order? Like a change order of less than 10% can be approved?
Well, it's a percent of the total project, correct?
Correct.
Because I guess my question would be, could we get a deal price with Farner without going back to rebid if they get both of the gigs?
That's why you bid. You're
Separate?
When you bid, the whole purpose of bidding is to give as many vendors as want the opportunity to do the work. And when you separate them out, the intent is to get better pricing because you're separating them out and maximizing the number of companies that could respond. Once you bid it, if you have the ability to accept the low bid or reject all bids received, but there should be no negotiating in a public bid process once bids are placed.
Perfect, thank you.
Any other discussion? Good moving forward?
Put my attorney's hat on there.
All right.
Okay.
Good job, Matt.
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Do I have a second motion to adjourn? All right, first by Alder Rolke, a second by Alder Lawson. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Get it in there right away.
Okay, we will move right on to the Common Council meeting of Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. And welcome to those that are watching per our cable channel. And could I have a roll call, please?
Finkler.
Here.
Hammer.
Here.
Lawson.
Here.
Meyer.
Here.
Reed.
Here.
Relke.
Here.
Rostad.
Here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I acknowledge this meeting was also posted and noticed according to law.
Okay, thank you. You would look for a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So move.
Second.
Motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Meyer. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Agenda approved. Public comment? There is none. All right, thank you. In front of you, you have committee minutes for file from the library of May 20th, tourism from February 3rd, 2025, March 3rd, 2025, April 7th, 2025, and May 5th of 2025. Then on to consent agenda, which includes the committee of the whole and common council meeting minutes of June 17th, 2025, and approval of the temporary Class B wine and Class B beer alcohol beverage license to the Tri-County Oddfellows Lodge number 40 for the Oddtoberfest, September 27th of 2025, to be held in Fireman's Park.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Meyer, second by Alder Finkler. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Next on the agenda, under ordinances, is to consider and take action on Ordinance 803-25, an ordinance to repeal and recreate certain provisions of Section 18-578 of the City Code of Ordinances concerning property maintenance. This was to the Plan Commission on June 12th and forwarded to here. So first, I would look for a motion to suspend the rules.
I'll move to
Motion.
suspend the rules.
Second.
Motion by Alder Finkler, second by Alder Rosted to suspend the rules. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. Next would be to waive the reading.
Motion to waive the reading of ordinance 803-25.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Meyer to waive the reading. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Then next would be to adopt ordinance 803-25.
Move to approve ordinance 803-25.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Meyer. Any discussion? I'm sorry. So what? Who was the second? She was first. Motion by Alder Rolke, second by Alder Meyer. Sorry about that. Any further discussion on this? Okay, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Then next on the agenda would be to consider and take action on ordinance 806-25, an ordinance to repeal and recreate section 106-126 of the City Code of Ordinances concerning appointment of the weed commissioner. So I would look for a motion to suspend the rules.
Make a motion to suspend the rules.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Meyer, second by Alder Finkler to suspend the rules. Any discussion? Alder Rusted?
Do we want to put in there, or his or her designee? Shall we not have a Department of Public Works director? Or in the absence?
That might be after we waive the readings and suspend the rules.
Okay. So with that, yes, we have a motion on the floor to suspend the rules. So any further discussion with suspending the rules? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, next then would be to waive the readings.
Move to waive the readings.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Rolke, second by Alder Finkler to waive the reading. Any further discussion there? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, then next would be to adopt ordinance 806-25, and I would look for a motion for that.
I'll make a motion to adopt ordinance 806-25 with an addition of his or her designee.
I'll second with the addition.
Okay, motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Rolke. Any further discussion on this then?
I'll just add that there was discussion at the last council meeting. We took no action. The ordinance before you is the same ordinance that was at the last meeting. After talking with Paul, the concerns raised, the recommendation is to approve this ordinance as written. By consolidating and condensing ordinances, it changes some, Paul can probably better explain it than I can, but the enforcement and approval would get muddied, as I understand it.
The only, the concern I have with the amendment is that if you don't have a director of public works, you won't have anybody to appoint a designee either. So it's kind of redundant.
And if we don't have a public works director, we would likely designate someone to be serving in that role and capacity, and they would then assume the
Role of
responsibility.
Public works director, yeah. So I think I understand the amendment but I think it's kind of, it's redundant at this point, and we are trying to clean this up more than anything else.
That being the case, because of what was said in regards to that, if we did not have a director of public works, we would have an interim taking that position who would then assume the responsibilities. That being the case, would you care to restate your motion, Alder Rosted?
Yes.
Yeah, it did.
But having a designee would allow the public works director to essentially assign a staff member to carry out these duties too, right?
It's true. Yeah, I mean, there's pluses and minuses to doing this, but, and there's no statutory guidance on who has to be the weed commissioner, so this is a local issue, up to you to decide. And I really don't care one way or the other. My goal was to just streamline this into one position and not get it all spread out.
So I'll make a motion to amend my original motion to approve ordinance 806-25 as presented in the packet.
I will make an amended second as well.
Okay. Okay, we have motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Rolke. Any further discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, then we will move on to new business, which would be to consider and take action on the meeting date change for the August 5th council meeting due to the National Night Out, and the date that was discussed was August 6th, Wednesday of 2025.
Motion to approve the first council meeting in August from Tuesday, August 5th to Wednesday, August 6th.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Reed. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Then next would be to consider and take action on the quote received from Great Lakes Roofing for the community center roof in the amount of $52,500.
Move to approve the award of contract to Great Lakes Roofing in the amount of $52,500.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Meyer, second by Alder Roki. Any further discussion on this? Hearing none, roll call.
Lawson,
Aye.
Finkler,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Relke,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Rostad.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, thank you. Next would be to consider and take action on the, to approve the certified survey map for Prairie Ridge Health. This is also to the Plan Commission on June 12th.
Make a motion to approve the CSM for Prairie Ridge Health per the recommendation of Planning Commission.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Finkler. Any further discussion on this? Okay, hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, then next would be to consider and take action on the zoning map amendment ordinance 2025-2 for Prairie Ridge Health. This also was to the Plan Commission on June 12th of 2025.
Move to approve the zoning map amendment ordinance 2025-2.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Meyer, second by Alder Finkler. Any further discussion on this item? Hearing none. All in favor? Oh, do you have a? Oh, okay. Your light went on before. Okay. Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Sorry, I thought you had a question yet, so. All right, then next would be to consider and take action on the recommendation of award for the 2025 crack sealing program to Farner Asphalt Sealers LLC in the amount of $27,772.
Move to approve the bid from Farner Asphalt Sealers in the amount of $27,772.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Meyer, second by Alder Finkler. Any further discussion on this? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Meyer,
Aye.
Rostad,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Finkler,
Aye.
Lawson,
Aye.
Relke.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, thank you. Next would be to consider and take action on the recommendation of award for the 2025 slurry sealing program to Struck and Irwin Paving Inc. in the amount of $49,424.10.
Move to, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
Move to approve award of bid for the 2025 slurry sealing program to Struck and Irwin Paving in the amount of $49,424.10.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Wilkie, second by Alder Meyer. Any further discussion on this? Hearing none, roll call.
Rostad,
Aye.
Lawson,
Aye.
Reed,
Aye.
Finkler,
Aye.
Meyer,
Aye.
Relke.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, thank you. Then next would be discussion concerning various options for the location of a new public safety building and possible decision to pursue one specific location. Matt?
Yeah, so as the council's aware, kind of our next step in the feasibility and analysis of our current fire station and police station and the discussion of public safety buildings to identify a site. We've had some preliminary discussions with a property owner that fits the criteria that we're looking for in a site on Park Avenue. It is proximate to Highway 151 and checks a lot of the boxes that we're looking for in a site. I'd like to be able to discuss with council the conversations I've had with property owner about the site and about potential acquisition, and am asking that we go into closed session later this evening to discuss specifics regarding the negotiation of purchasing property.
Okay. Any questions before we get into? Then we will move on to consider and take action on the claims in the amount of $422,764.60.
I'll move to pay the claims in the amount of $422,764.60.
Second.
Okay, motion by Alder Finkler, second by Alder Meyer. Any discussion on the claims? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Relke.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Reed.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Rostad.
Aye.
Finkler.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, thank you. Report of city officers.
Just want to start out in thanking the council and our staff that participated in a leadership retreat last Tuesday. Really felt that the overall takeaway was very positive. I've had a lot of good comments from staff, a lot of good comments from you. The facilitators were really impressed with our team and the camaraderie shown during the session, especially being kind of a first effort. Having ongoing discussions with department heads about kind of what's next in continuing to grow and build our collaboration amongst our department staff and council. So just again, want to thank everyone for that. Want to wish everyone a happy and safe 4th of July coming up later this week, and hopefully everyone's able to enjoy time with family and celebrate Independence Day. And then I'll ask Dennis to say a few words as he wants to speak as well.
There we go. Good evening. It'll be short and sweet. As you talked about earlier, changing the council meeting night to accommodate National Night Out. Just want to chat very briefly about National Night Out. August 5th, 5:30 to 8 at Fireman's Park. Very similar to years past. Food, music, games, fire, EMS, police, DNR, Sheriff's Department. We're all going to be there just as in prior years. We're still waiting on some return contacts from some maybe special guests or characters that'll show up. So I don't have the full list of who's coming, but it'll be a good time, very similar to last year. We did add a twist this year. I thought to make it a true community or area event that we would request that people bring a non-perishable food item that'll be donated to the Columbus Fall River Food Pantry. And we reached out to them, and they're very appreciative of that thought. So we're going to give it a whirl this year, see where it goes. It's on all the flyers that are being posted around. The notations are in the social media posts. So hopefully that'll get some traction, and we can benefit the community as well as having a good time as we do in years past. It's a lot of work. It's a hectic couple of days for us. We enjoy it, but at the end it's exhausting. So we look forward to it. Thank you for changing the council meeting. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you.
Thank you. Just wish to reiterate what Matt had said and wish everybody a happy and safe 4th of July. Lots of fireworks going on out there already, so stay safe, but have fun. So, all right. With that, I would look for a motion to convene to close session per 19.851E, deliberating or negotiating the purchase of public properties, the investment of public funds, or conducting other public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session, specifically to discuss negotiation strategy of a specific parcel as identified by the council.
So move. So
I'll
move.
second.
Okay, motion by Alder Rosted, second by Alder Meyer. Discussion before going in. Roll call, please.
Reed.
Aye.
Lawson.
Aye.
Rostad.
Aye.
Finkler.
Aye.
Meyer.
Aye.
Relke.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay, we are in closed session. Yeah, oh, and yes, and we will not be coming back. Thank you. Good night.